you doing on Omegle?
I don't know. What are you doing?
Oh, just making sure all the girls are eating their vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like vegetables?
I'm actually vegan.
Oh, what do you mean?
So I only
I eat frogs.
Oh, damn. Perfect. Have a bit of both, you know what I'm saying?
She saw that cucumber and started choking already. It must be muscle memory.
I'm gonna drink some champagne. Y'all gonna join me? Y'all want some champagne or y'all good?
Yeah. Nigga, fuck with a champagne.
Yeah, champagne.
Champagne.
Stupid. I'm
Look like a homeless Barney.
Honey, you can't misspell Barney. You welfare recipient. Knock it off. Knock it off, honey. Knock it off. And look at your feet. Oh my God, look like you grew up with no shoes on. Honey, you look like you walk on coals. Look at your toes. Crack, snaggle, and pop.
About the bus. About the bus.
Well, look on the bright side. At least we all know he's not gay. Definitely a proud father moment, because too many men are acting too sus nowadays.
If crime was legal for a day, what would you do?
Get a BBL. I just want to see what they feel like that one. Like, how
if crime was legal for a day, not if you could be gay.
What would I do if crime was illegal for a day?
No. Let's stop and talk about your answer.
Like, I'll probably go do crime with my BBL, bro. Like, I'll go rob shit and do like. I feel like people look at you differently. Like, that nigga just robbed a man. He got a. Okay, answer me a question again. I'm tripping.
Nah, I'm off that one.
Gay.
Espera, tía, que te ayudo. ¿Qué pasa? Mira, ya verás. Espera, déjame. Pero esto sí que es una buena ayuda. Claro, un buen apoyo, tía. Sí, a ver, a ver. Ahí está. Ahora sí. Ahora sí.
I'd be confused and shook out of my boots too if I saw one of those praying mantis from Men in Black wiggling around at the mall.
One of my things that I like to do is after my gym, I have like a schedule. I go to the gym every day at 11:30, and then when I come back from the gym, I drink a protein shake. And I really like to give my man some morning and put his in my protein shake. It gives me some extra protein.
My bad.
Gives me some extra protein, and I feel like it keeps me thick, and it's like feeding my muscles. So literally, I put in a lot of stuff. I put it in. I have, I have a donut. I have an OnlyFans. I have glazed donuts before. I have OnlyFans.
Y'all ate glazed, don't like.
You never on a donut and let your girl
glazed.
No, the fact that she said she likes in her protein shakes.
That's a good workout drink.
It's just a little bit, but it adds about 20 extra grams of protein, believe it or not.
Who does she think she's fooling? I was born at night, but not last night. We all know damn well that she was not hitting the gym. Girl Dr. Destroy's cousin, is that you? And is it just me? Or does it look like her plastic surgeon gave her a permanent mean mug?
He needs some milk.
Here's to love. Here's to honor. If you can't come in her, come on her.
What? These kids, where do they come up with this shit? I don't know.
You said that you effed a whole platoon.
Oh, yeah.
How did this unfold? Where were you?
I was in Alabama working at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Okay, and one of them came in and he was like,
He would, yeah, and then he would stay for me, like, after work, and I'd be like, we go into my car. And, like, we would go to my car after work, like, do it.
And then how did that translate into, yo, you should sleep with my whole platoon?
It was like, bring your friends to eat some wings. And then I was like, oh, they're cute. And he was like, I was like, put me on. And he like put me on. And then he like put me on another and put me on another. And then they put me on a whole nother batch that would come in.
Here's the real question, Jeannie. What's your relationship like with your dad?
It wasn't. He left before I was born. Blame the father. I do have that issue.
This is why you must raise your daughters. Okay, dudes? Please raise your daughters.
Ladies, hear me out. Even if your father was horrible or MIA, you are still responsible for your choices and actions. Well, at least now The nurse knows why the entire platoon has the same STD.
Meanwhile.
Blow your candles out.
Ooh, nice body. Woo! Hi, welcome back. So tell me, what do you do with a body like that?
I just won the Teenage Natural Ironman.
Oh, congratulations. Really nice. Too bad you're underage. Sorry, kid.
Now reverse the roles. Imagine if a man did this to a teenage girl. His head will be on a stick and he'll be executed immediately because society does not hold men and women to the same standards. Take a look.
If a man consents to sex, does that mean he's consenting to potentially becoming a father?
Well, if he was smart, he would use all the protection and he would do everything in his power to not be the father.
Right.
I think if it happens, it's a consequence of him making the decision of having sex.
Okay. If a woman consents to sex, does that mean she's consenting to potentially becoming a mother?
I think it's the same thing.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
If you're doing it, there's a risk of it.
Yeah.
If you take every precaution, you can, and whatever happens, happens.
So why is the man often blamed for getting a woman pregnant, aka knocking her up, when it actually takes two people?
That's tough.
I think it's just another stereotype.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
Don't women ultimately get to decide who has sex and who gets born?
True.
Essentially, yeah.
Have you guys ever noticed that women always look at each other before they answer a question, just to see what the other one would say? Well, that right there completely debunks the "I'm a strong, independent woman." And doesn't it bother you guys for the simple fact that women can opt out of being responsible for a child, such as abortion, adoption, but men can't? Men have to pay child support because society does not hold men and women to the same standards. Men, we have responsibilities. Women, they have rights. It's tough being a guy nowadays.
Men get tired. We get tired. God, we get tired. And don't nobody give a damn. The folks you would think could give a damn don't give a damn. Sometimes your kids don't even give a damn. And in the face of such hurt, heartbreak, rejection, confusion, a lot of men are just out here lost. And waking up every day is a miracle. Some people go to sleep and will be all right with not waking up. They don't want to admit it. They don't want to admit it. Don't want to admit that every day is just torture.
Crazy though. He sends a spy to her college to catch her cheating, and then she ends up cheating with the spy. And then he gives her another chance. Like, why are you even getting back with that? Why are you touching me?
The man has aimbot and aim assist on. Jesus Christ on a motorbike. My brothers, we must stay focused.
Hey, can I get a cream pie?
Sure, weird place, but
I mean, some of you wanted older men as well. We didn't judge you for that. We just said, cool, is what it is.
You know why? The reason you don't judge them for wanting older men is because men are more like an asset appreciating in time. Women are more like a liability that depreciates rapidly with time. And subconsciously, you're all bothered by the fact that, you know, as you age, your value is declining. So you have to create a psychological superstructure that makes guys feel guilty about wanting younger women. Because we can sit back and pursue younger women infinitely. And so you have to make them feel guilty so that they behave and they consider you like when you end up like her. So when you end up 30 years old like her with 2 divorces, you still want to be accessible and appealing to guys like me, when in reality, I travel around the world and chicks will holler at me who are 18, 19, 20, 21. And I could probably do this for another 10 years. And so you realize that here's the biological reality. Once you get past that 30, you start creeping into something called menopause. And menopause is a cold motherfucking thing.
Bro pointed at her, called her out, and he didn't even flinch. That's a cold-blooded assassin. Now, ladies, if you have been divorced 2 times by the age of 30, I'm sorry. You are no longer wifey material, point blank, period. Because remember, gentlemen, past performance is a representation of future performance. Now, ladies, do you guys want to know why it's called menopause? Because men will pause and they will stop chasing after you.
It's like when you put a condom on and then the other person's just still looking at their phone. You're like, oh, this is weird. Yeah, man, I never wanted to be a fish, man, my whole life. I didn't. Yeah, I wish there was more ways to sleep. Yeah, a lot of people don't want to think anymore, man. But I wonder if people ever wanted to think, you know? This is probably the smartest conversation I've been involved in maybe months. Well, it's that time of year. It's spring. People are refreshed.
It's not spring. It's the middle of the winter.
Yeah.
It's freezing cold out. It's just January.
Whatever. You guys aren't open-minded. That's what I think, bro. If you're wearing a wig, I don't think you're running anymore, though. I think some things you got to let go.
If he's clapping those cheeks and giving that girl the booty blasting 3000, my fellow brother, I salute you.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
So do not try to equate the mistake that was made by her campaign staff, and I agree with Tara, whoever was in charge of crowd last night should lose their job.
May I ask you a question?
And wait a minute. No. You can't ask me a question.
Because you can't answer the question.
Oh, you can't ask me a question, honey. I can't answer, so don't even try.
What attracted the father of the Orlando terrorist to your candidate?
He's a mentally ill individual who ran for president.
I get it.
Pardon me?
What attracted him to your candidate? And your answer was he's mentally ill.
His answer stop smiling and smirking like it's a funny thing.
As soon as that feminist lost her cool, right then and there, she lost the debate. The reason why this feminist hates this lady so much is simply because she's calm, she's collected, she's beautiful, she's intelligent, everything that feminist is not. And gentlemen, on that note, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
He needs some milk.